they're saying that's right, you know, like what you're doing's right. And like you see, you don't have to do it the way that I've done it, you know what I mean? Like coming away up here, now that I know this stuff, now that I've come here and I've, you know, this switch has gone in my head. I'd like to show people how I've done that, and how I show people, how I'm going to show people how to do that is come to Ulva. Come up to Ulva, you know, have yourself a week, have yourself a month. You know, we'll sort something out. And just live this life, you know, live this life. I said yesterday to somebody that, you know, coming up to Ulva is more like training. It's you're coming up to train yourself to be able to go back to the, you know, your everyday life, you know, your job and the people and the, you know, the circumstances you're around, but with the knowledge and the again the training that you know how to cope with what do you cope with? Would you cope with your life? Would you cope with your situation? Would you cope with your addictions? I'm saying that I still need to go back down to civilization. You know, I still need to go back there. And I suppose see if all this stuff that I'm doing is actually working, you know. Is it making me stronger, or you know, am I strong because I'm here? And like you say, the real fight hasn't started yet. The real fight's going to be when I do come back to Newcastle, or I do go back to a city environment where all the bright lights and the pubs and the alcohol and the drugs and the people are all there in abundance, you know. But that's what I'm doing. That's that's another way that I've started looking at this, is that I'm training up here. I'm training to be able to come back to the real world, if that's, you know, what you want to call it. You know, to me it's definitely the Matrix. You know, this is the real world. This is the real world. None of this, you know, pollution, visual pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, information pollution. You know, it's that's what everybody's being attacked by on a daily basis down there. You know, I see my two daughters absolutely glued to their mobile phones. You know, like they come round to see me, and there'll be points when, you know, all three of us would be sat on our phones just like that. You know, no communication, no. And when I'd say, "Come on, girls, put your phone down," you know, it was, although they would, you know, and you know, we would end up having a laugh and a good time about it. You know, like them being told, put that down, and you know, stop looking at that, or you know, kids sitting up till 4 o'clock in the morning with their mobile phones on TikTok. You know what I mean? Just absolutely polluting their little minds. And then, like you said, and then there's the adults. You know, I mean, we're doing it as well, but we're going out on the drink and doing it. You know, next time you're out and you're in the pub and you're surrounded by friends, you know, see how many people are on their phones, and it's like, well, how we're out. You know what I mean? You're here, I'm here. You know, we're out having a good time. Who are you on the phone to? You know, someone that you wish was here. Well, if you wish they were here, ring them and ask them to come out, and if they don't, then, you know, enjoy the people you're with. Again, looking back on Facebook, you know, like past memories and past images, and, oh, do you remember this, do you remember that, and looking at stuff thinking, oh, well, in the future I want to go there on holiday, and I want to go there on holiday, and it's like, yeah, man, what about the here and now? What about the people you're with right here, right now? You know, enjoy their company. Obviously there's no one here, you know, so I'm just enjoying my own company, which is clearly why I'm having such a good time. Um, but yeah, obviously, the people that do get in touch, and I spoke to two people yesterday, uh, old school friends, again, who one I've not spoken to really very much since school, 25, 26 years. And since I've come up here, I've spoken to them more than I've spoken to anybody else. And I was saying, like the Ian Macmillan from school, I was a good kid, and the Ian Macmillan in his 20s and his 30s, yeah, sound, he was sound, but Ian Macmillan today, nobody's met that Ian Macmillan, and this lad I was speaking to yesterday, who I spoke to the most since I've come up here, because he's seen what I've been posting, and he's reached out, and he's opening up to me, and I'm obviously being this person I am now to him. And I remember that kid from school just like he remembers me from school. I remember bumping into him while we're adults, just as he remembers bumping into me, but today's friend and today's Ian Macmillan are not them old Ian Macmillans. It's like I was looking at photographs the other day with Barry, and there was some there of like, me wedding, and when I was like 16, and I was looking at it thinking, I remember him, that's me. I know it's me, but it's me from when I was 16 and me from when I was, early 20s. It's not me who I am today. The me who I am today has learnt a lot from that kid from when he was 16, and that 20-year-old and that 30-year-old and that 40-year-old. I've got a lot to thank them for, because the shit that they went through, the good and the bad shit that they all went through, were gathering information for me, for this me who I am now. They gathered all the information, they gathered all the experience, they made all the mistakes, they succeeded in all the achievements. So thank you to them. And like you see now, I'm tidying up their mess. I'm taking credit for their achievements. And you want to do them proud, You want to do them proud. I'm very proud of myself for what I've done in the 10 weeks. In the 10 weeks that I've been up here, I'm like you see, I'm very proud of myself. I'm blown away with what I have done. And it's nice to hear other people saying you're doing really well and they're proud of you and you're an inspiration. It feels really good. But damn, it feels really good saying that I'm proud of myself as well. Because you see, I've not been proud of myself for a long time. See, the healing just never stops, man. Thinking back on bad things and then realising where I am today, and yeah, obviously, it triggers emotions. There were emotional times in my life, and when you think back on bad things that have happened, if it's been upsetting, then you'll get upset. You think back on happy things that have happened, then you'll smile and you'll laugh, you know. And I was doing that a lot. I was making myself ill because the things I was thinking about were like negative things, you know, like someone had wronged me or something hadn't went my way, and you'd be around people talking, and what you'll find is that if someone's in a negative place themselves, then they'll talk about the negative stuff, and that then fuels you to talk about your negative stuff, and then all of a sudden there's two people just talking about the negative stuff that's happening in their life, and then a third person comes in and they're sucked into that negative energy, you know. And but when you look back and you think, oh, do you remember that? Oh yeah, wasn't that great? You know, it makes you happy. And again with this rope, you know, like there was times when I was running it through my hands that, you know, it was like it was happy, and then I'd hit one of them bits of rope that needed to come off, you know, and it was like, oh god, something I've got to deal with, you know. And I've lost my trail of thought. Maybe it's my head just saying you've said enough. Look back on this one, it felt good. I think it might be my best one yet. But anyway, I can't wait to look back and see it's picking my old life and my new life up, you know, with ease. But I'm going to finish this cup of tea and I'm going to do something new. So love you, love me, love everyone. Speak soon.